On this lesson, we're going to prepare our file to take it to After Effects and begin our animation process. So right now we have our 3 coins, and I think that's okay. They are just ready to be sent to animation. Now we have our key and we have our lock. Now we can select our key by selecting everything, but if you go here on the layers and you click here on this little circle, you can select everything that is on that layer. So I want to, oh, sorry, I made a mistake there. I want to select this and move it around here, because this lock is going to be entering the, sorry, this key is going to be entering the lock, and then you're going to be opening it. So we have to put it someplace like that. And now we're going to go to our lock, and this thing on the top is going to be opening. So we don't need like the whole thing, we're only going to need half. So to do that, we're going to cut this. So we're going to go control, so we're going to create a new layer by clicking here, new layer, and we're going to call this one, you could name it really whatever you want. So in my case, so I can know that this belongs to the lock, I'm simply going to call this lock 2. So I know I'm working with a lock and not other piece. So I'm going to select this one, and just, you can see here that on the layer lock, I have this little square here. So if I click and drag that square, now you can see that now the square is on this gray layer that is called lock 2. And what I just did is that I selected that piece that I needed and just put it now on its own layer. So now this lock 2 thing is just there. And we actually just need half, so we're going to go to our direct selection tool, select this bottom anchor point and press delete, because we only need the bottom part. And now we're going to make sure that we move this one a little bit so it's still there. Okay, so next thing we want to do for this lock is we're going to be inserting our key. But when we do that, we're going to be masking this key out. So to do that, we're going to go here to our lock, double click on this one, so we enter this this shape, and we're going to copy this shape by pressing Ctrl C. We're going to go and create a new layer, and we're going to call this new layer mask. And I'm going to press Ctrl Shift B to paste in place. You can see how it's there. And now I only need half of this shape to be masking my key, because I want the effect that my key is entering this left side, and then on this right side you cannot see it anymore. So I'm gonna go to my scissors tool or press C on my keyboard, click here on the top, click here on this bottom one, and just delete this part. And we have this one, where you can change the color, for example red, because really this part, yeah, this layer that we're creating, we really don't care about the color, because this is going to be only a mask. So we're gonna go and press Shift and create a shape that is something like this, probably. Maybe let's go something like that. Yep. So we're gonna have this this shape right here, and we're just gonna remove the visibility for now. And with that, right now probably it doesn't look like, but we have been preparing this for animation. And right now I have just been preparing it because I know exactly what I want to do. But in the future, when you want to animate some other object, if you practice a lot and if you have in mind already what you want to animate and how you're going to achieve it in After Effects with the techniques that I'm going to teach you when we go to After Effects, then you're going to be easily knowing what you need to do. And because Adobe Illustrator and Adobe After Effects work so well together, you really don't have to worry if you do this right now, because all this that I'm doing to prepare my file is to make my life easy. But if you, for example, forget about this mask and you go to After Effects and they say, oh my god, I forgot the mask, you could still create this mask in the future or in another point, and really just take it back to After Effects and work on it there. And it really doesn't matter when you do this, because the compatibility between these two softwares is amazing. So for now, this is all that we have to do for this. Now we're going to go to the bump, and for the bump, what we're going to do is that we're going to actually make this one explode. So to do that, we're going to have some fire here, and then we're gonna move it all the way to the bottom, and then this is going to explode. So this little shape is going to be decreasing. So if you have seen how bombs work, here's going to be the fire, and then it's going to go all the way here. So we're gonna select this shape and create a new layer by clicking here. And we're, again, just because I know which thing I'm working, you could name it whatever you want. You could name it a string or whatever, but for me, because I want to make sure that I know in which I am working, I'm gonna go bump 2. And then you remember we have this little triangle here, and you could just drop it right there, and now you can see how now this bounding box has changed to green. So that indicates that now it's on its own layer, and that is exactly what we want. And for the heart, we really don't need to do anything because we're going to be animating it by making some beat. So for now, that's just fine. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna save our file, and just make sure that you save your file on a place where you know where it is going to be. So I know where my file is going to be, so just save it, and we're gonna be ready to go to After Effects on our next lesson.